I am so unfamiliar with iPhones. I'm a Android guy, but and sorry, I don't have my mic today. Anyways, like I was saying, I am unfamiliar with iPhones, and I just noticed as a video option on the iPhone is cinematic mode. So I'm guessing with the cinematic mode, it adds bokeh um, to the screen. Let me capture some B-roll real quick on my other phone. Anyways, I'll be right back. I'm at Jim Glover Chevrolet in Tulsa. The reason I am here is because I just paid for the repairs for the box truck. Yeah, so I think in the last video I mentioned that my wife and I were debating about paying for the box truck or not, the repairs. And unfortunately, it's good and bad. It has its pros and cons. We did decide to pay for the repairs. It was $44.82 or $4,500 basically. It's depressing, and it just hurts. It hurts business. That's $4,500 of profit. Even though we charge shipping, it's still, it hurts. Our margins are not that great. Let's say we sell something for $500. Out of that $500, actually, I'll be happy to sell something for $500. We make, I don't know, $75, $100. $100 would be great. Let me do that on something I'm more familiar with, because that $500 is arbitrary. Okay, so some items we do make over 20% margins, some but not all. And there's a lot where we only make 7%, and that's because everyone is on a race to the bottom. It's just sad. So our vendors, I don't want to mention any names, but our vendors, they want to be distributors to distributors. What I mean by that is they want the larger stores, because a lot, besides grow generation, most stores are individually owned mom and pop stores. There are a few that have stores in several states, like Endless Summer and Valley Wide, Indoor Sunshine, and Hydro World. They have shops in California, Oregon, Colorado, probably somewhere on the East Coast, like somewhere in the Triangle out there, Atlanta, whatever. Anyways, one of our major vendors wants these bigger stores to be distributors and us to buy from them. And we don't have the capital to compete with them, so we are forced to buy from them. And it just doesn't make it's business, it's not personal, but yeah, it just sucks that these larger companies, these larger mom and pop retail stores, they have more capital to buy in bulk to get things at a lower price and make better profits and dictate the price. So it it's like that in any industry, any retail capitalistic industry. Lowest price will control the market and set the price. There is MAP, manufacturing agreed price, but that's advertised price. And what's advertised and what's not advertised are two different things. You can have 50% off sale, but don't list the price. So you could be at whatever is lower than MSRP is. Anyways, I don't know. I'm just right now kind of down because we lost a lot of money, to pay for a tool that will help us generate money, but it came at a hefty price. And then it doesn't also help that we're losing customers because manufacturers are going direct. They are reaching out to our customers and saying, hey, I can give you a better price than what you buy it for. It's like, why are we working with you then to keep your product on the shelves when you're stealing our customers? And you're not working with the MAP. Manufacturers are going below the MAP, stealing, robbing customers away from us, and then they want to know why we're not purchasing from them as often, or not as large quantities as before. It's like you have the audacity. Retail is not for the faint of heart. It is not. It's not for the faint of heart. And I've done sales. I sold vacuums, I've sold carpet. And one thing about sales is I'm not motivated by money, so I'm an honest salesperson, which is, everyone says they're an honest salesperson, but I really am. I don't, especially, the vacuum was all commission, but the carpet was not. I had a base salary and then I had commission on top of that. Hitting certain goals created tiered commission payout, monthly, quarterly, and annually. But my base pay was good. I was happy with my base pay, where one could say I could slack off. I wouldn't say call it slacking off. It's more like not believing in the product. Well, okay, product was great. I just did not believe in the price. But it's like someone wants it, I'm selling it to you. I'm a horrible salesperson if I don't believe in the product or the price, what the product's listed for. I'm horrible. But it made me a salesperson that just did the base minimum. Even though my base, even though the amount of sales I generated was still, each year I would still hit my goals. It was an easy goal to hit. My manager did not set it high. I would still hit the goals, still make good commission. And it's not that I don't want to work harder to make more money. Like I said, money doesn't motivate me. And, I only go to people that I know wanted the product. People that were on the fence, oh yeah, here's the quote, let me know what you think. I'll follow up with you in a week or two. I do my follow-ups. But I'm not like, hey Jan, how's it going? What do you think about carpet? Does it look good? I know it's gonna look good. You should get it. The sale's gonna end in 2 days, and I want to make sure you save money So let's get you on board and go forward with the sale. You know, that's not me. If you want it, you know, let's go for it. If not, you know, no biggie. Same thing with, oh my God, same thing with real estate. I don't have commission breath. I'm not worried about that. And I'm honest to sellers, like, hey, this is what I think your house is worth. I'm not gonna lie to you and say, hey, you think your house is worth $650,000. I think the market says it's worth $560. Let's start there. And you know, I don't get the listing sale because I'm not listing the house at what they want it as. You know, and then months later, you know, their house is still on the market and they're doing price reduction, price correction, you know. Where it's getting close to what I think it would sell at, you know. Especially with existing homes, because right now, I know I'm going on a tangent. Right now, new construction is outselling existing homes because new construction, you know, what you pay for an old home, an existing home, you could pay for a brand new home, and builders, developers could also give you more kickback incentives on buying their home than someone selling an existing home. Anyways, I'm way off on a tangent. The point I'm trying to make is that sales is hard, and this repair job for the box truck is killing us. To make that much, $4,500, we'd have to sell, I don't know, I don't want to say 90,000. 50,000 would be about 10%. Yeah, we'd have to sell at least 75,000 until we start to make up for that loss. You know, we do charge shipping, and we try to bank that for times like this, but when business is slow, and you know, business is slow and it just hurts. You know, that's someone's salary right there. You know. Anyways, what do you guys do when times are tough and you have unexpected bills, whether it's repairs or you have something that breaks down the machine, equipment, or personnel, and you know, you have to take a loss. It's part of doing the business. So, all right. Anyways, like I said in the beginning, I apologize for the bad audio. I may or may not post this if the audio is pretty bad, especially when that truck was right next to me. We shall see. You guys have a good one. It is Wednesday, so happy hump day. Alright. Let me know what you guys think about this video. Maybe I'll just post it just to have content out there. Sorry about the tangents and the storytelling. I need to work on my storytelling. Get my thoughts together, and honestly, I wasn't planning to post a video. I just wanted to share my feelings leaving the dealership. So yeah. As for why do we go to the dealership, I don't know if I should make this another video. I'll make it another video. This is already too long. All right, see you guys.